afternoon everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm in a mood to bake today, so let's do some baking. I wanted some cookies or some biscuits which were not very salty or very sweet, and I wanted something in between. So I thought of trying out something like say butter and vanilla sticks. So let's start it. So what do I need for that? I need around 225 grams of butter, soft butter. Take it out of the refrigerator at least 1 hour before. I need to cream this butter with 55 grams of sugar. So we need to be very careful about the amounts in baking, as I always tell. So 225 grams of butter and 55 grams of sugar needs to be blended together. Apart from that, I will need some flour, so some refined flour or maida, which is 175 grams here. And of course some corn flour, which is 55 grams of corn flour there. So first of all, I need to really mix both of them together. If possible, use an electric blender or with your hand. I will also need a pinch of say 1/4 baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon, and some vanilla. So let's start baking, and we're trying to enjoy something which is not very sweet and not very salty as well. I'll drop in the butter there, all the butter and the sugar. I'm going to blend these together. So I'm blending the icing sugar and the butter. So this way, so the color has changed and now it's ready to get the flour. Now I have to actually use my corn flour there. Corn flour goes in, and I'll sieve into it the flour also. In between, I have already kept my oven on at 180 centigrade for 10 minutes to preheat. So apart from this, I'm going to use here say 1/4 teaspoon of the soda bicarb or sodium bicarbonate. So 1/4 teaspoon here. So this will also go in, and just try and sieve it into the mixture, butter and sugar mixture. The very idea of butter and sugar gives you this feeling of real melting in the mouth. And now I'm going to really put them all together. In between, I'll of course put in 1 teaspoon of the vanilla essence. That is it. Only this much is needed, and my oven is at preheat, and after some time these will go to bake and really puff up, and we're going to have something that you can snack any time of the day. I have the entire mixture here completely done. I'll take a piping bag like this and take a nozzle and just put it in. Right, just put it in, yeah. And now I'll just throw in, just put in the mixture here. It's become easier for me to get the preferred shape. So to make things easier, I'm going to put it inside a bottle or a glass, and I put it in so that it becomes easier for me to throw in the entire stuff. This way, as much as possible of the mixture will go in. And then we'll try to get things down there. It is good if you can get the whole thing, filled up. Otherwise, you have to keep on filling up the whole thing again and again. So we'll repeat the process till we have enough. So this is filled up, and this is the way you hold it, and then try to give your pressure with this and push it down with your thumb. So I have just arranged a baking dish with my the silver foil there. With these fingers, you're pushing it down with the thumb also, trying to regulate. We'll just try to make as many or sticks as possible. It might not be perfect, but I'm just trying to make them as much as possible. And this way we'll fill up the entire thing. So we'll do this. Turn back, I guess it's better. Yes, that way. So you need to be doing this constantly, I guess, to get practice there. Right, so double will be better. So we'll make it double here. This is the first time I'm using it with a piping bag, because normally I just make rolls of it. I thought let me use the piping bag this time. So this way I'll fill double like this the entire sheet. So I have so many of the sticks there, as you can see. So these are the last ones. I'm just putting in somewhere. Alright, because I did not want to waste any of them. So double way I gave in. Ready to go into the oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 15 to 20 minutes. We'll check in between. They should not burn. So accordingly, you have to keep on checking from outside. Do not open the oven door. It really does a lot of harm to your baking. So let's bake. So the oven is preheated. So I'm going to just give it at 15 to 20, 15, 18. I have given 18 minutes. I guess it'll be done at 180 degree for 18 minutes. So they are out after around 18 minutes from the oven. Now it's very important to put them on a rack like this. After getting cool, they'll be perfect. So those are my butter vanilla sticks, ready to be eaten, nice and crispy. As I told you, this step is very important. Let them be there at least for 10-15 minutes and then actually ready to be eaten. You can imagine how crispy. They look very crispy. They have flattened out, no problem. But you can see how crispy they are. You can see here, they are very crispy here. And let me taste them. It melts in your mouth. Try it out. It's a real easy recipe, and I would like to dedicate this recipe to one of my school friends, Shanti Gupta, who had requested me for a salty biscuit with butter. So it's sort of salty because we are not using proper sugar, we're just using icing sugar, which is giving it a little salty taste also because of the salted butter that we've used, and it's not sweet at all. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Quick and easy, only 4 or 5 ingredients there with the vanilla, right? So do try it out, give it a like, a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't.